Got my cutter, got my torch. Pour a beverage and I step out on the porch. Grab a cigar, I love that view. I guess it's time for another Poolside Cigar Review.
How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to another weeknight edition of Poolside Cigar Reviews with Kirk. Tonight I am kicking back with a truly world-class cigar pairing on the cheap. I've got the Padron Delicias Maduro. This is like a Corona size Padron. It's just their baseline. I think they call it the Padron line. It's the brown band. 4 7/8 by 46. This is a beautiful cigar. You know, they actually burn for a decent amount of time for a small stick. I usually get about an hour, sometimes even an hour and 10 minutes out of these. They burn very slowly. All the great Padron flavors. You know, I get a lot of coffee, cocoa, leather, and just deep tobacco. Just a very, very rich flavor. Perfect draw, a lot of smoke. Just delicious, what can I say? And I'm pairing that tonight with a little bit of cognac. And that offers some like honey and grape peel, a little maybe vanilla, some spices. And that is Courvoisier VSOP. Very, very available cognac. I think it is, maybe upper 20s for price range. I think I maybe paid $26, $28 for this bottle. And these cigars retail around $5 a stick. Really not a bad deal. And together, I mean, they're just beautiful. This is truly just an exquisite pairing. And I'm just sharing it with you tonight really quickly, just so you know. If you know what you're looking for, you really can have a fantastic experience for a reasonable amount of money. You know, I know $5 may not exactly be a budget stick for everybody. But, you know, what I'm trying to say with that is you don't have to get into that super premium price range. You don't have to get into the $15 plus to have a great, I mean, this is a world-class cigar. I've smoked a lot of very expensive cigars. I've smoked Cuban cigars, although I'm not a Cuban expert. And while they're all different, they all have their positives. You know, this certainly will hang in there with any cigar in the world. I really would. I mean, this has got a lot going for it in the $5 price range. So I really would call this a world-class cigar. And for $5, that's a good deal. Because it's hard to find cigars that are this good at that price. And then the cognac. I'm not a cognac expert. My background is mostly Scotch, Irish whiskey, and bourbon. But, you know, this is kind of my introduction to cognac. But, you know, from that background, this is pretty damn good. And especially for the price. You know, the amount of satisfaction that I've gotten so far out of this $28 bottle of cognac is right up there with some you know, $50, $60, $70 bottles of Scotch. So, you know, dollars aren't always a good indicator of quality, and you know, here's a case where you can really have a hell of an evening for just a little bit of money. So it's kind of quiet tonight, a little tired. It's been a hectic week at work, but I hope you guys are all doing very well. You know, don't let people tell you can't get a good deal or, you know, and have a great experience for just a little bit of money, because in my experience, those people who would say, oh, well, you need to smoke a 26, you know, a 1926, or you need to smoke a Cohiba CeeLo 6 or something like that. They're pretentious assholes. You know, they want to look good, which is weird anyway because the cigar community is so small. You know, I love cigars and I love all my brothers and sisters that smoke cigars. But you know, the ones who smoke for status or kind of the pissing contest thing, I think are missing the bus because cigar smokers are such a small community. I mean, it's a very small community. I don't think people realize how small it is. And so you're not really impressing anybody because, you know what, nobody really gives a shit. You know, maybe you might impress a couple people in the cigar community, probably the newer folks. But it's such a small segment of the population, really. Who are you impressing? You're not impressing anybody. You know, I was talking about that in the shop this week because they got some new LED Blue humidors in the shop. And we were just chatting about it, thinking, who in the hell is going to spend, you know, $2,500 on a humidor? And the only thing that I can guess is somebody who wants the status of saying they have an LED Blue humidor. But really, who gives a shit? I could tell every fucking person who walks in my door that I have an LED Blue humidor, and they wouldn't know what the hell I was talking about. If I told them I paid $2,500 for it, they would just think I was stupid. So, anyway, that's a little aside. But, yeah, I mean, cigar, it's a small world. So, anyway, I'm all over the place tonight. But I hope you're having a great evening. I hope you guys are enjoying a cigar somewhere. Wherever, whenever you do catch this video, know that I wish you well. And I really appreciate you stopping by. Click that like button, click the subscribe button. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you guys. So, anyway, I'm going to sit here. I'll turn my chair around, listen to the dogs bark, listen to the crickets chirp, and wind down my evening with this beautiful world-class cigar and a very lovely cognac to pair it with. I won't say that cognac is world-class because, honestly, I don't have enough experience to make that call. But what I can say is these pair very nicely together. And to me, from my experience, my palate, this is world-class. This is just about as good as it gets. So have a great one, everybody. And until next time, keep your feet in the pool, a drink in your hand, and a cigar in your mouth. Have a good one.